need to be aware of. They did not pull the signs out until they announced the confirmation of the new FBI director.
Wow.
So as soon as he is confirmed and they announce he's confirmed, they pull out pictures of me at the White House and start chanting, hold him accountable.
Guess what? Your girl is here and she's officially ready for Melanincon, headed to the first event, their meet and greet at the gathering spot. So let's go see what it's here for. But nothing will change.
The next day.
I can tell that you want him. What's been on your mind? There's no reason we should hide. Tell me something.
On my way to Melanincon. The actual conference is today. It's definitely giving it's giving melanin, it's giving mocha mousse, it's giving all the things. She's giving Reese's Pieces Cocoa Puffs. So we're on the way.
I get it right back. She put it all on me. I couldn't fight that. She love when I put on it when it's tied back. You know it's hard to get a body that I can sidetrack. Shake some, that's right. Control it. You know welcome. Look at y'all let her walk in like y'all walking in now. With your belly suit on. That's what I'm talking about. You a star.
He's not going to tell you what he wants to eat.
How you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
Open and vulnerable. I feel like I published a journal, to be honest.
I'm sure for some American.
Oh my God, yes, I love y'all. This is my first year.
Just came through? Thank you.
Yeah. Waynesburg University. So it's a PA, but the program is first.
Hey, how you doing? So cute.
This amber here?
which means there ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. We celebrate.
Have those honest questions, those honest conversations, but there does need to be a space for it.
I want to just build on that because you made such a great statement, both of you there. So it's important to know the law.
Yeah.
It's so true. Here's what I'll say on the upside of that is the attack on Black people went so hard, it made me really believe how much power we really have.
So many of the girls are tech girlies. We're literally revolutionizing tech. And I think this will be a really good conversation to talk about just the different intersectionalities of it and what that looks like. So are you guys ready? You guys here? We got a full house. You guys look really, really good.
I'm ready.
Awesome.
Perplexity, like just ChatGPT and the likes, you know. So many things can be done in just few seconds. You don't have to sweat. So, you know, things are moving really fast. New AI tools today, new AI tools tomorrow, like, you know. So we feel like sharing out this information to them.
I see that opportunity to have transformative impact on community in a way where if 15% of $3.2 billion goes to African American, minority, women-owned businesses that are based in Ward 7, based east of the river, based in communities that look like ours, you're talking about $480 billion. Let that sink in, $500 million as an opportunity if we are forward thinking in the way that we think. So we can't get on this bandwagon of no stadium and all of these other things that are pie in the sky. And I'll tell you, in the political space, I've seen this so many times, and I'm sure these brothers are big.
It's because everyone on these panels have been so amazing. So like, I'm just honored to be here. So I'll go ahead and let you guys introduce yourself. And
Ladies first.
Hi everyone, my name is Philomena Kane. I am from the Boogie Down Bronze. I recently moved to DC in October. Prior to that, I was in Philly for 7 years. My business is Kin Apparel. We are known for our satin line hoodies. Yes, satin line hoodies and hats.
that is her.
And I'm actually wearing our new creation, the satin line jumpsuit.
I'm Arthur Bernier Jr. on social media. I go by Big Papa Code. And I have a brand called It's Deeper Than Code that basically focuses on all of the technological and societal changes that are happening all around us and focuses on education for specifically for the Black community, but you know, the world at large. And I also have a program called Digital Boss Code that is an AI education platform that teaches people all about technology. We're working on certifications and things like that now. So we're really focused on education, and I've been teaching going all the way back to when I used to tutor kids when I was like 13 years old because I'm a nerd. If, you know, you probably figured that out from talking to me a little bit, I'm a super nerd, very big nerd.
What role does mentorship, partnership, or collective effort play in your growth story?
Yeah, well, I have this thing called the reciprocity of mentorship. And a lot of times we go to these conferences, which is life in general, and ask for mentorship, but I realize there's a reciprocity, energy exchange. And so if you're trying to become a mentor or mentee to someone that's significant or super intense, the question is, what can you offer them in return? Whether or not you can, you know, pick up the laundry or send emails or build a newsletter for them, that's still an exchange that you're taking weight off their plate. So then you'll move yourself to the top of the list of mentees. I have a story in which it's the CEO of Enlighten, it's a black tech firm here, it's about 30 years old. And I literally had to wait outside the office like an intern for Diddy making a band to get on. But then once I got on, I was carrying bags, I was sending emails, I was doing everything because I was penetrating an industry where I was an educator going into cybersecurity for government contracting, which is a different language, left brain, right brain type of energy. And so for me, I had to realize, okay, in order to lead, I have to serve. And for me, that's like the core function of my whole success is being a servant leader.
Your character is what's going to be able to sustain you in that position. Just because people love you, people like you, etc., and you have all this talent and skill, your character, if it's not right, if it's something's wrong there, it's going to be very easy for you to be taken out of your spot, tricked out of your spot. And then the M is for mindset, which some people put that together with character. Like some people have a great mindset, like they know how to work hard, they know how to grind, they know how to do all these different things, but their character is wrong. So you need to have both. You need to have your character, because your character can be a great person, but you have poor work ethic. Or you have you have inability to be able to follow through on things, etc., and that'll totally derail your success. Then the SK is also what people tend to miss, and that's a big thing that's missing in the Black community specifically. And the SK is specialized knowledge, right? Like it's great if you have a great character, you have a great mindset. We probably all have like uncles or cousins and stuff like that never really got too much success, but you know they're great people. You know they work hard, you know they do these things, but they were missing, either financial literacy or they were missing, a certain type of education. They didn't have information that now we have at our fingertips because we live in this digital age. And we always get access to information now in a way that our predecessors can never do so. So, but you still have to go get that specialized knowledge and like infuse it into yourself. And then the DA is directed action, because you can do all those things, but then if you don't have like a kind of like a map to point you in the right direction, you can just spin your wheels over and over again because you don't know where you need to go. So you need that directed action. And then the O is the thing that we all have. We have obstacles. And different people have different amounts of obstacles, but you need to do enough action and work to overcome those obstacles. And sometimes that's inner work, sometimes that's outer work, but some people have, there's so many obstacles I could talk about, but I probably don't need to, because you know what they are. Issues that we kind of have in America right now.
Good afternoon, everybody. Come on, let's raise that energy up. Good afternoon, everybody. Y'all think like this is a gala. We got to raise that energy. We got a whole lot of work that we got to do. Can you stand for just one moment? I know I'm supposed to be speaking, but I'm a preacher in my heart. Real quick, can you just clap for your blackness real quick? Just clap for your blackness. Come on, make some noise. Let's start making your body respond to it. Come on, let's celebrate. Real quick, I'm gonna make y'all Baptist church real quick. Would you just turn to two people real quick and tell them we're gonna make it happen this year? Maybe seated. I want to take a moment and thank my dear brother for having me and giving me an opportunity to think out loud and to share with you what really has been trapped in my own spirit, because I believe that this is a safe space. So I want to do a couple of things. I want to give a historic overview as to how we got here, and then I want to talk about Black liberation in economics in a Trump-Musk reality, and what that looks like for us. And then I want to close dealing with Afro-economic futurism and what is our space in that. And I'm going to do all of that in 20 minutes. And I don't even know if I'm supposed to be doing Q&A or what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm going to share until they send the Apollo man to sweep me off the stage. Most of you all know that I am a pastor in Atlanta, New Birth Missionary Baptist Church. It is the largest land-owning Black church in America. We sit on 365 contiguous acres, and I've been there for 6 years. And when I got there, our church holds 8,500 people. Our sanctuary holds 8,500 people, and adjacent to that is a gymnasium. I say that to you so that you can have context of the liability of the deficit and the dysfunction of economic development of the Black church. I'm sitting on 365 acres and have a church and a gym. Y'all just missed what I just said. I'm sitting on 365 acres, and all I have is a sanctuary and a gymnasium, drum roll, and I'm in Atlanta, the home of the Black Mecca. And I called an emergency church meeting and asked of my leaders, what am I saying to the church? What am I saying to the community if all we are suggesting through our physical location is shouting and running? What is the real message? I believe almost, and I'm going to poke the bear a little bit, because if you're in this room, you've got to be a critical thinker. In large measure, I believe, not the Republicans, not MAGA, not redlining of zip codes, I believe in large measure that the black church is a co-defendant in gentrification. Because in most places where gentrification is taking place, there's a church within a 2-block radius, and they bought nothing. A Jewish rabbi said something to me, and I'm setting the stage for where we're going. A Jewish rabbi said something to me years ago when I was pastoring in Baltimore. He said, Jamal, stop asking your people to tithe if you have never taught them how to budget. Because tithing is connected to budget, and people don't know where the 10% is if you never taught them how to master the 90. And so as a consequence, we have not taught economic development. Most black churches are not teaching financial literacy or financial empowerment. They are teaching a sanctified Ponzi scheme that they have renamed seed sowing. So I cannot tell you to invest in the kingdom if 85% of black people don't own a single piece of stock. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. I'm telling you, I'm just here to poke the bear, and then I'm flying right back to Atlanta. Yeah, something is wrong. I tell the members of my church, I say to you, never go to a church. Never go to a church. And I want you to hear my heart and hear my language. I'm not anti-church because I'm a pastor. I'm a 3rd-generation preacher. But we're coming to do critical thought and critical analysis. Never go to a church where you can tell which car is the pastor's. Because if authentic financial teaching is going forth, then it should be 12 other cars just like it. When they came to arrest Jesus, they didn't know which one he was, because all 12 disciples had the same kind of robe on. And so if the oil flows from the head, then it's got to go down to the skirts of the robe. So you've got to be reflective of the same oil as your pastor, and that should be reduced to your capacity to speak in tongues. But how are you able to flourish? How are you able to thrive? Before I was a pastor, I was a National Youth and College Director of the NAACP for 6 years under then the Honorable Kwesi Mfume. And under that, I was charged with directing 70,000 young people around the country. And I use that as an intro to my remarks today. The NAACP is roughly around 118 years old. And a quick Google search will tell and inform and educate you that in the history of the NAACP, the Klan, the Ku Klux Klan, has never bombed the NAACP office. I'm dropping that there, and I'm coming to get it. The Ku Klux Klan has never bombed a Rainbow Push office. Has never bombed an Urban League office. Pastor, I'm lost. What are you telling me? But they bombed Black Wall Street. White supremacy is not unnerved by speeches. They are disturbed by cash registers. And when you make an economic impact, that's where you are doing real revolutionary work. Tongue-in-cheek, a Black History program at the White House. They started holding up signs with my face on it. And I'm coming through Atlanta's airport, and my phone is blowing up. saying, Rev, get to a TV because you need to see they're holding up signs with your face on it in the White House for a Black History program. And so I'm Nikki Giovanni ego tripping, thinking they honoring me at the White House. So I'm trying to find a TV, because I tell Mama I done made it. They honoring me at the White House only to discover that they were jeering me. And I couldn't understand, as a critical thinkers as you are, why they have 3 pictures of me on signs at the White House. So you have to ask yourself critical questions. How did signs on sticks get through security? How did Secret Service okay it? How was this permissible, hear this, in the library of the White House? And critical questions, sisters, you all are in the room. How do they have no pictures of Jasmine Crockett? No pictures of Maxine Waters. No pictures of Ben Crump. No pictures of Hakeem Jeffries. Why is a picture of a pastor from Georgia up in the White House? 2 things that you need to be aware of. They did not pull the signs out until they announced the confirmation of the new FBI director. So as soon as he is confirmed and they announce he's confirmed, they pull out pictures of me at the White House and start chanting, hold him accountable. Now this is 2 weeks after I announce a boycott of Target. Yeah. So it is about, where are you with economics? I need you to understand, for the spirit and the prism that we are presently in, I need you all to understand that this room is now a temple.
First and foremost, I want to thank Keontae for giving me the opportunity to be here. I'm very grateful. Without further ado though, let's get into it. Alright. Let me know whenever you're ready. I want everybody to close your eyes for a second. Everybody in the room. Everybody in the back. Picture a young Black boy, full of ambition but lost, determined but doesn't want to put all of these eggs in one basket, until the right conversation with the right person changes his life and perspective forever. You guys can open your eyes. You're looking at that young boy, Black boy. My name is Latoyalashae, an information systems major at the Morgan State University. Currently expected to graduate December 2025 with a GPA of 3.8. On campus, we have many organizations. I can say I'm part of the organization called Morgan in Motion, also known as Bears in Business. It's an org that we created to send high-value corporate opportunities such as full-time roles, internships, summits, programs like HBCU Universe to our peers across all majors. And this is for not just, again, business department, IT department, engineering department. You can be in journalism and we can find an opportunity for you that can shape and change your future. Another thing that I had stepped out of my comfort zone and done was become a mentor. 2 of my closest friends.
When people ask me what I want to do as a career, I usually say these 3 things. Number 1, I want to talk on camera for money. Number 2, I want to get paid for my personality. And number 3, and most importantly, I want to help people. It's pretty simple, but there's more to that. Raise your hand if you've ever heard somebody say the phrase, want is different than need. I know I have, because my want is not my need. My need is storytelling. My name is Sonia Lacoma, and I'm a sophomore honors broadcast journalism major and political science minor at the Mecca at Howard University. I'm also a 4-time published author, a TEDx speaker, and the founder of a nonprofit organization called Brown Kids Read. We've distributed over 11,000 diverse children's books. But it doesn't stop there. I'm a campus writer for the Hilltop. I'm also the Director of Community Service for the School Communications Council, and I'm the Social Media Coordinator and current presidential candidate for the Howard University Speech and Debate team. All while juggling a 3.9 GPA. But let's get all this off the resume, because I'm more than what's on paper. I am a storyteller, and I'm a servant leader who wants to use stories for good. That's why within the next 5 years, I'll have my bachelor's from Howard in journalism, and I'll have my master's and my law degree from Columbia University. Because ultimately, I want to host a talk show where I platform underrepresented stories, and I want to do nonprofit consulting to make sure that visionaries have a clear path to success. As an HBCU Universe ambassador, I want to ensure that every student understands that their story doesn't just matter, but it deserves to be amplified. And if they pour their heart, their soul, and their passion into their story, people will sit there and listen. Thank you.
In a dominated area, I stayed in my comfort zone. That changed when I took a chance and joined the Midnight Golf program, where I was challenged to dream bigger and lead with pride. Then I took another chance and applied to Delaware State University. I was nervous, but showed up anyway, and then everything changed. At DSU, I became a peer academic coach, helping others navigate a path I once questioned myself, ensuring that academic excellence and professional development at my HBCU is a guarantee. I took on leadership roles, becoming president of Hidden Vanity Dance Team, where we promote discipline, becoming vice president of Spoken Words and Arts United, where we promote authenticity, becoming recording secretary for the Midnight Golf program, and director of events for Black female feature attorneys, where we focus on growth, community, and unity. All of this helped me find my purpose. I want to be a lawyer, utilizing service, advocacy, and creativity. I want to use what I've learned in my HBCU, because this place didn't just give me an education. It gave me a voice and confidence. Now, I have a 4.0 GPA in the honors program with over 300 hours of community service, and I lead with pride. But more important than all of that, I've learned how to turn my story into someone else's inspiration. I want to share what I've learned, encourage others to dream big, and prove that anything is possible when you take that brave first step. Because that's what leadership looks like. And that's what legacy means. So now I ask you, how many lives can change if we have the courage to step outside of the life we've always known?
I aspire to create meaningful, lasting change by empowering individuals and communities through financial education, leadership, and personal development. Throughout my time at Bowie State University, I've engaged in many opportunities as a means of growth and development. Currently, as president of the BSU Adobe Ambassador Program and Sergeant at Arms for Toastmasters International, I have cultivated skills in public speaking, leadership, as well as team collaboration. In my tenure as a personal assistant, I provided assistance to senior leadership and event coordination, as well as streamlining operations. During my time as a housekeeper, I provided care and companionship to an elderly client, deepening my responsibility and compassion, and further reinforcing my belief in the importance of humility and service. Currently, as a referee and coach for Flag Star Football here in DC, I ensure fairness and integrity on the field while promoting the values of perseverance, hard work, and consistency to little kids who are just beginning their athletic careers. Throughout these experiences, I've learned that leadership is not just about taking charge, but rather lifting others up as a means of enabling them to achieve their full potential. I also bring with me the discipline and time management skills I honed in my time as a student athlete at Bowie State, having played both football and lacrosse, balancing my academic responsibilities with leadership roles and extracurricular commitments, ultimately teaching me to thrive under pressure and remain focused on the bigger picture. Beyond my major, I also have a deep
Take your time, it's okay.
passion. I have a deep passion for psychology as well as fitness. Now, my passion for fitness has led me to share the physical, mental, and social benefits of living a healthy lifestyle, empowering me and inspiring me to one day train people from all across the globe. While maintaining a 3.34 GPA, I continue to push myself in new ways to grow and develop, as I realize that my success is not just measured by my academic performance, but rather the positive impact that I have on those around me. As an HBCU Universe Ambassador, my vision is to highlight the excellence, resilience, and brilliance that defines us as HBCU students. I aim to be a catalyst for change in the world, leading with integrity, humility, and optimism. I am eager to share my skills and experiences with the belief that together, we can create extraordinary things and allow the next generation to dream bigger. As Madam C.J. Walker once said, don't wait for opportunities to come, get up and make them. Thank you very much for your time, everybody.
A lot of the stuff that I do, everything has impact behind it. So without taking too much time, I would like to give our first $5,000 to Sanyu.
Hello. Thank you. Oh.
There you go.
Oh my God. Thank you.
So the first question I have for you, Constance, is you built the largest Black-owned real estate firm in California. What foundational steps should someone take in building wealth through real estate?
So to build, well, first of all, let me just tell you all that in order to build a large organization, you have to know how to be a leader, right? I'm not a boss, I'm a leader, and a leader knows how to inspire people to follow them, and that's really important, right? So I don't boss people around, I ain't telling nobody what to do, but I inspire them. I speak a language that they have adopted, that they want to grow and build from. But you know how I did that is I wanted to do real estate more transformational than transactional, because I understand that all the systemic barriers that have prevented Black people from becoming homeowners, and the #1 way to build wealth in this country is through real estate, right? 80% of wealth in this country is generated through real estate, 90% is passed intergenerationally. And we were locked out.
Stay the course, surround yourself. Warren Buffett just recently put out some advice where he was saying making sure you surround yourself with the right people. And right people is right for you. A lot of people say, you know, oh, you don't need to be around yes people. I disagree with that. You need a batch of yes people, you need a batch of critical people. But also do not surround yourself with a bunch of critical people. There's times in your life where you're gonna need somebody to just go, yes, not yes, do that, you are the prize, go for it. Like, and you're like, okay, you know, and then there's times when you're gonna need that person that goes, you got better earrings than that. You know what I mean? But you don't need that every day. You don't need that level of critique all the time in order for you to do the right thing. Trust yourself, trust your intuition.
Good job.
Shit, 48.
The key's still in the car.
You said 45 eggs? Oh, 86.
Got egg roll, I got egg roll.
Where's the chicken?
He's
still sitting right there.
This is shrimp and broccoli. This the chicken.
24 hours later.
You feel it.
Hours later.
From Mexico, Toronto, all these different places. I was not going to postpone under no circumstances. And I literally been handling fires up until 2 hours before this event. So I want y'all to clap for yourself for still believing in me and still believing in the business. Because Melanincon is all about celebrating us, and I was burdened with the vision of making sure that we connect with each other ever since I was younger. So everything I've been doing is to connect us, to put us in different spaces, to highlight us, which is the purpose of this gala, to highlight us. And a lot of us do a lot of things and don't get that pat on the back. We would tell you we don't want that pat on the back, but we want that pat on the back.
Slide to the left, slide to the right.